Constructive dismissal is an unusual type of dismissal as the employee actually resigns from their job rather than being dismissed by their employer. However, the reasons for their resignation mean that it's treated under employment law as a dismissal so that the employee can claim against their employer. An employee will have a claim for constructive dismissal if they can show three things. Firstly, they must be able to show that the employer committed a serious breach of the employment contract. A serious breach could be that your employer hasn't paid you or they've made unreasonable changes to your working hours. Another example of a breach could be if you've been a victim of bullying or harassment in the workplace. Secondly, an employee must be able to show that they left their employment because of the breach of contract. Thirdly, the employee must not have done anything to show that they accepted the breach of contract. For example, if an employer suddenly changed your working hours from a day shift to a night shift, you would have to show that you objected to the change of hours. Constructive dismissal claims are made in an employment tribunal, and in order to be successful, an employee must have exhausted all the other avenues for resolving the dispute. For example, using the employer's grievance procedure before resigning. A successful constructive dismissal claim will see the employee awarded damages. If you think you have a constructive dismissal claim, you should speak to an employment solicitor as soon as possible. This is because if you wait for too long, an employment tribunal may decide that you have accepted the breach of contract. Ideally, you should resign as soon as possible. However, it's important not to jump the gun and resign before you actually have a claim for constructive dismissal. An employment solicitor can assess your situation and advise you on whether or not you should resign.